everybody's psycho. Nobody can resist. Everybody's twisted. MSN. Safety mistakes you're making online. I wonder how many of those Laura's making. As I told you in the other video, I decided not to go on that diet today. Only because I got caught up doing other things and I didn't wind up eating anything. So if I don't eat anything till like 5 o'clock, 5:30 at night, I'm not going to go on that diet. I'll do it tomorrow. No big deal. Jump in on the tiny rope. Everybody can resist it. Everybody's twisted. Here we go. Welcome to the freak show. Safety mistakes you're making online. How many of those is Miss LP making? Should we check and see? I think we should. I think we should check and see how many of these apply to me. Let's see. Safety mistakes you're making online. Oops. Oh, you have to click on it to click it. Hope it's not a video. It's easy to get comfortable in your daily routine, particularly online, where you share things with your network of friends and followers on a regular basis. But between public social networks and public Wi-Fi networks, you may not realize quite how much you could be sharing with complete strangers. On Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, I'm aware of everything I'm sharing with strangers. I'm risking my life. You're innocuous and FOMO, I don't even know what FOMO is, inducing, FOMO. Vacation updates magically be a security concern, especially if you're posting them from a bustling coffee shop. There's a fucking fly in here. Bad enough when I'm sitting on the toilet and there's a fly flying around. This bedroom is my haven. Not my haven right now. It's a filthy fucking mess. I keep my door closed. The fly must have followed me in here. Alright, you're going to be dead, fly. Anyway. So you're posting them from a bustling coffee shop. The major hazard with public Wi-Fi is the fact that all the information you're transferring is available to everybody on the network. David Mayman, University of Maryland assistant professor in criminology and criminal justice, told Digital Trends. Others can listen in to your private conversations, learn new passwords, or gain control of your online accounts. So here's a list of 9 bad habits you should ditch immediately in order to keep your digital self safe. I've broken them all. Remember, when I only had the availability of the library computer, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I had to pay my mom's almost $200 health insurance bill when she was locked up in that mental hospital. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I've broken them all. Don't send any sensitive information over public Wi-Fi. I've done that more than once. I've paid my storage bill when I was in the shelter. I can only access library computers. I've paid other things. I've ordered stuff. Yeah, I've broken it. If you wouldn't want the world knowing about it, don't share it over public Wi-Fi. If you're working from Starbucks or the airport, try to avoid accessing private financial information, like your bank account or sharing personal details about email or social media. It's incredibly easy for someone to intercept the data you're transmitting from your computer on open Wi-Fi, which means you're vulnerable to that information getting into the wrong hands. Is that how that asshole got found out? Because Donald was stealing Wi-Fi, so it made it open, and that's how that asshole found out where we lived and called Hope on the home phone. And I don't know, it's a mystery I might never, ever, ever, ever figure out. I shouldn't even say might. I should say that it's a mystery. The hell is this? Dear fat people, woman fired from video. Does this woman make videos talking to overweight people? I don't know. Like I said, there's all kinds of shit going on in this world that I'm not aware of. I I didn't know about that jerk who fat shames people like really badly until I saw it on Dr. Oz. The way he does it is wrong, but it's also wrong for, you know, for it to be fat shaming to say that it's unhealthy. You know what I mean? So it's all wrong. This world's all fucked up. But I can't resist it. Everybody's twisted. Ready, sex, here we go. Welcome to the freak show. Brother's got a new dress, pretty as a princess. Make it in the Lexus, making it rain. Good to be a train wreck. Put it on the internet, making sure they don't forget my pretty little face. Look at me, I can be my own paparazzi. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. You're gonna be dead, fly. I can't say when, but I can give a million reasons why. Oh, I got sidetracked on by this. I don't know what that is. Of course, now I have to find out. That's my insatiable curiosity at work. So yes, I've been guilty of that on numerous occasions. Sensitive information over Wi-Fi, most definitely. Don't connect to strange Wi-Fi networks. Okay, I've never done that. I've never done anything like that because I only I've used library computers and they're automatic. You know, they're automatic. So this says, free friendly Wi-Fi. Well, that sounds like a good network to connect to. Stop. If you're not sure what Wi-Fi network, well, Wi-Fi network is the one provided by your local cafe. Don't just connect to any old type. Ask a manager for the credentials of their network. It's not unheard of for criminals to set up hotspots in busy areas. Check out this caution too. It says check out this cautionary tale if you don't believe us, and it doesn't give us any. It doesn't give us any cautionary tale. Don't share your phone number. Most people have wisened up to this moment, but you still see the Facebook post crop up every once in a while. Hey everyone, I lost my phone over the weekend. I've got a new number now, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's one of the quickest ways to get your number out to people who may want it. It's also A, highly likely to be missed by followers who don't check the social media that often. B, likely to be viewed by friends of friends and marketers. If you've got your contacts backed up by iCloud or Google, always a good idea. You can send out a text message with your new number. Alternatively, you can share a post that you've got a new number. If anyone wants it, they can DM you, and you can take it from there. Don't share social or vacation plans on social media. Sharing a status update on Saturday's big barbecue at the park may be a good idea if you're hoping for a big turnout, but not such a good idea in terms of home and personal safety. For starters, you're broadcasting where you're going to be at a given time, which could be dangerous if you've ever had a stalker or a crazy ex. Second, you're also sharing when you're not home, which can make you more vulnerable to being robbed. This is especially true if you're sharing a selfie of yourself on a faraway beach captured with how the next 2 weeks are going to be amazing. You just so that anyone can view that photo and potentially their friends too that you are far from your abode and for how long. Don't post everything to every social network. You've got your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and LinkedIn. I have no idea what Tumblr and LinkedIn is, by the way. All completely synced, so when you post an update to one network, it goes ever at once. While we applaud you for your social diligence and efficiencies, isn't the best thing to do. Nowadays, each platform has evolved its own set of best practices and expectations. If you want to maximize your followers on a particular channel, it's best to cater your posts to what makes the most sense on that platform. Shorten your message or link out on Twitter. Add a bunch of relevant hashtags on Instagram, include a snappy GIF. On Tumblr, you get the picture. If everything is linked, it's possible a hacker then post to your other social media accounts if one account gets compromised. In this way, you don't irritate the people who have taken time to follow you on multiple networks and may not appreciate getting spammed with the same exact image and caption 5 different times. Don't publicly share photos of kids with their real names. Adults have the ability to untag themselves from images they don't want to be publicly identified, but kids don't have that option. A lot of savvy parents these days are only referring to their children online through a hashtag or a nickname, protecting their identity without forsaking the fun of sharing family photos. This is an added bonus to giving the child a mostly clean slate when they get older and start building a web presence of their own. Instead of Googling their name and seeing 100 embarrassing baby photos their relatives posted online decades ago. Don't share private, identifiable information on social media. It may be fun talking about your pets with colleagues on Twitter and Instagram, but if Fluffy is also the answer to security questions for your online accounts, you shouldn't be sharing it with the world. This may seem fairly obvious, but sometimes you get wrapped up in a conversation online. It's easy to let things slip up. You also want to keep mum about your current or past home locations and sharing anything that's exceedingly unique and identifiable to you. It can help someone else fake your identity. Don't share passwords. There are some situations where password sharing is totally acceptable, such as Netflix and HBO Go. But when it comes to email banking, Facebook, and Twitter, there's no need to share your password. Maybe you meant it as a form of trust. Here, check out my message. I have nothing to hide. Or maybe you needed your boyfriend to reply to an email for you. If the relationship hits the rocks, he's got access to your account and can lock you out. Message others on your behalf, or who knows what else. If you absolutely must share a password to an important account with a friend or loved one, set a reminder for yourself to immediately change the password once you're back at a screen. Turn on two-factor authentication. Well, it can be a convenient. Two-factor authentication is the best and easiest way to keep your online accounts from getting hacked. What two factors does is when you log onto an account from a new or strange device, the service sends you an email or text message with code you have to input in addition to your normal passcode. If someone is trying to hack into your account, access is a way to quickly shut down the attack. Set up two-factor for everything: Gmail, Twitter, Facebook, and Microsoft accounts. Two-factor authentication is especially important for anything related to your finances. That's cool. Alright, I need to see what this is. What is that? In a 6-minute diatribe, Dear Fat People, Barbara claims that fat shaming is not a thing, suggesting people made it up. She even tries to humorously encourage obese people to lose weight, but not everyone saw her jokes as funny. Oh, this person wrote in the comments, I'm morbidly obese and the video was funny as hell. Luckily I lost 20 pounds, so probably 50 more to go. So many stuck-up pricks out there. Get a life, losers. Could comment nothing else, nothing more. This person wrote, "You're all just hating." She looks. Oh, wait a minute. "You people just need to get the hell out of here. I'm offended, man, upset, and move on with life. Fat people exist, so do morbidly. Skinny people, so what? Let us not even begin to talk about queers or Trump. Jeez, people get a life." She's a comedian. You know, comedians make fun of everybody. So Trump can call everyone negative names and they applaud him, but you call one person fat and you're out of a job. That only shows just how fat America has become, the world capital of the lazy fat slubs riding their gigantic asses around in their industrial-sized SUVs. This person's wise. "I think people shouldn't pay attention to what is said on social media. It's bound to hurt someone's feelings. The fact of the matter is there are a lot of negative opinions out there about, well, just about everything. At the end of the day, it's not about how others view you, it's how you view yourself. Let's face it, social media is not kind at all. It doesn't matter if you're in the perfect shape. Somebody will have something to say that may not be kind." I don't know, it's all crazy. It's all crazy. I told you, to each his own. I prefer to, you know, I was obese at 232 pounds, even though I held it, I carried it well. And I prefer to not be that, that's all. So I bust my ass to not be that. I definitely don't believe in fat shaming, like being really, really cruel. Definitely not. Like that guy that was featured on the freaking Dr. Oz show a few months ago when I watched it. But you can go too far too, you know. Definitely go too far. And I thought that old Navy woman was just being a big baby, Rachel. Ridiculous. If she wasn't being directly, whatever, that was just ridiculous. That was her name, right, Rachel? I agree with this person, and so does people, and so does Joe, and so does whatever, and so does others. They all say, you know, doesn't matter if you don't like what people say, fight to the death for their right to say it, because what happens if we lose our freedom of speech? This is censorship, plain and simple. It's an attack against free speech. It is wholly undemocratic. People who punish others for engaging in free speech should themselves be punished. It's like we are living in the old USSR. People need to grow skin, plain and simple. Being criticized is a part of life and will always be. Undermining American freedom to spare people's feelings will only make things worse for us all. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree. And then when that Rachel thing was out there, whatever, these people were like, you need to be aware that you might say something that's hurting some people.